All right, welcome in everyone to the deep dive. We're going to be talking tech today, or more specifically, breaking down the language of gadgets.
hmm
Everyone wants to understand tech better, but all the jargon can get in the way.
Yeah, it really can be overwhelming.
Right. So today, we're going to do a deep dive, unpack all the words and phrases you see every day, and really make tech vocabulary spick.
It's all about giving you the confidence to navigate the digital world.
Exactly. And to make it easy, we're working off a simple vocabulary list, some really common terms with examples to keep it grounded.
Yeah, think of it as your cheat sheet for all things tech.
Perfect. So let's get started with some really basic stuff. First up is device. Basically, it's any piece of electronic equipment. And I mean, look around, we're surrounded.
We are, absolutely.
I mean, your smartphone, that's a device, right? Keeps us all connected.
For sure. And it's amazing how much we rely on them these days.
Oh, yeah, totally. Okay, so then there's gadget. Now, how is a gadget different from a device? Well, it's usually smaller, more focused on a specific task, a tool.
I think gadget often implies a sense of novelty, too. Like a cool new kitchen tool that saves you time chopping veggies or something. It's useful, but not necessarily essential like your phone.
Right, that makes sense. So your phone's a device, but that vegetable chopper, that's a gadget. Okay, moving on to mobile stuff. Everyone's got a smartphone nowadays, right?
Yep.
Basically, a mini computer you can carry around, connect to the internet, run apps, all that.
It's hard to imagine life without them now.
Seriously. And speaking of carrying things around, we've got wearables. Think smartwatches, fitness trackers, all that tech you wear on your body. It's pretty wild how we've gone from phones in our pockets to, like, computers on our wrist.
It really shows how much we value connectivity and personalized data. It's like our devices are becoming extensions of ourselves.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, let's get into the software side of things. App, short for application. Basically, it's software designed for a specific purpose, like a budgeting app to
Mhm.
track your spending.
Or a meditation app, or a game, or literally anything you can think of. There's an app for everything these days.
Right, seriously. And how do we interact with all these apps? Well, usually through a touchscreen. Remember the days of clunky buttons?
I kind of miss them sometimes, but the touchscreen definitely made things a lot more intuitive.
Yeah, for sure. Now let's talk about getting connected. First, there's Wi-Fi. That invisible signal that lets you access the internet wirelessly. You're at a coffee shop, you hop on the free Wi-Fi, boom, you're online.
It's become so essential, it's almost like electricity or running water now. You just expect it to be there.
Right, exactly. Then there's Bluetooth. This one's for shorter range connections, like when you pair your phone with your car speakers or headphones.
It's super convenient, but I'll admit, sometimes those Bluetooth connections can be a bit finicky.
Oh, tell me about it. Okay, moving on to some practical stuff.
Uh,
We all know the pain of low battery life. Basically, it's how long your device can run before needing a charge.
it's like a constant source of anxiety, right? You're always checking that little battery icon.
Seriously, and where's your charger when you need it, right?
Seems to be the case.
Murphy's Law of Tech, I guess. Okay, let's talk about keeping things running smoothly. First, we've got updates. Those are newer versions of software that, fix bugs, improve security, add new features. Super important, especially for smartphones.
It's like giving your device a tune-up, making sure it's running at its best.
Exactly. And where do we store all our digital stuff? Well, a lot of it goes into the cloud, right?
hmm
It's basically online storage, like an invisible hard drive. You can back up photos, documents, music, you name it.
Yeah, cloud storage has been a game changer, no doubt. But it also raises questions about data privacy and security, which is a whole other discussion.
Absolutely. And how about entertainment? We've got streaming, which is watching videos or listening to music in real time over the internet. It's like, having a concert beamed directly to your living room.
It's really changed the way we consume media, hasn't it? You can watch
Yeah.
practically anything, anytime.
Yeah, totally. Okay, time for a big one. AI, or artificial intelligence. This is technology that lets machines perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, like problem solving or learning.
It's a fascinating field with so much potential, but it also raises ethical concerns about job displacement and the role of AI in our lives.
Oh, for sure. It's a huge topic. Okay, last but not least, we have USB, the Universal Serial Bus. It's that little rectangular port you use to connect and charge pretty much everything.
It's become the standard for connecting devices, which is great for consumers. No more messing around with different cables for every gadget.
Yeah, that's definitely a win. So there you have it, a crash course in essential tech vocabulary. Hopefully this gives you a better grasp of the terms you encounter every day.
And the confidence to navigate the tech world ask questions, and really understand what's going on.
Exactly. And here's something to think about as we wrap up. All these basic technologies we talked about, Wi-Fi, touch screens, the power of our devices, they're constantly evolving. What limitations do we have today that you think might be completely blown away, the next few years? Something to ponder. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, it's been a great discussion. Thanks for having me.
Anytime.